All right. In this video, we're going to discuss creating a new rate year, adding a new rate season, and then setting up the rates matrix for those seasons. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and log into the property through Choice Central. Enter a username and password here. In this case, I'm going to select the property in Austin. I guess we'll actually do a property in Houston. This is a sleep-in in Stafford. Just at the top, Choice requires you to have 3 years of rates available at all times. You can have up to more, but at minimum, you need at least 3. So when you log into Choice Central, it automatically brings you up to Rate Center here. This is kind of the home screen you'll see every time you log in. We're going to scroll down and we're going to go to Edit Rate Center Configurations. Go and select that. And the first thing we're going to be doing is creating a rate year. And then you see 4 tabs at the top: room type buckets, selling limit buckets, and then rate seasons. We're going to select rate seasons. And then you'll have some options on the side here. So the rate season tab, this is going to show you what rate years you have available, obviously 2016. If you scroll down here, you'll see 2017, 18. So the next year that we're going to create is 2019. Also within each year, you see different seasons. You can have one season for a whole year. You can have a season for every month. It's really however you want to set it up. It varies property to property. Majority of the time, 1 or 2 seasons will be plenty for a Choice property. But before we create a season for 2019, we'll first have to create the rate year for 2019. Again, we only have it up to 2018. So we're going to go to Add Rate Year, and it automatically populates with our dates for 2019. So we're just going to select Continue. All right. So if we scroll down, you'll see the rates year for 2019 has been created, but there's nothing here. There's no seasons. So we're just going to go to Add Season here. And this is going to, again, allow us an opportunity to select a range of dates. Usually this far in advance, adding just 1 season is fine. And then you can always add more seasons when necessary as you get closer. So again, it automatically populates with the right dates here. You have the option to select a demand type. It really doesn't matter unless you're going to have a ton of seasons. Usually I just always leave it on medium. And then you have to enter in each rate for each bar level. So in this case, there's 6 bar levels, bar 6 being our lowest rate, bar 1 being our highest. And then it's broken up by room type. You see we have our double queens, kings, and then our suites. So it's also important to note that there's midweek rates and our weekend rate. So usually we'll have our doubles priced a little bit higher over the weekends and our kings a little bit higher on the weekdays. So something to keep in mind. This kind of gets confusing when you take a look at it and you're entering these rates. But you usually start from the bottom. In most cases, we do a $5 jump from bar 6 to bar 5, sometimes a 10. We get up to the bar 1 and 2 level, but it's really varies property to property. No Choice property is going to have the exact same bar structure. They can, but it really, again, should be tailored to each property. So for our weekend rates, again, this first column here is our doubles. So we're going to start our weekend doubles at 79. And bar 5 will be 84. We'll do $5 jumps. 89, 94, 99, and then at bar 1 we'll do 104. Again, this is for the weekends, and then our moderate is our kings. So again, we want our kings price a little bit lower over the weekend. So we'll start here at 74. Then it'll be up 79, 84, basically $5 less than every bar level than our doubles for the weekends. And you could do a $10 jump if you wanted to, but it's really varies property to property. All right. And then we'll do our suites. Again, when you're pricing your different room types, it really depends, again, property to property. But for this case, we'll price our suites $5 higher than our doubles on the weekends. So a $10 jump from our kings to our suites. So it looks like it's going to start at 84 and go to 89 and so on. All right, so all the weekend rates are in. Now we're going to go through and fill out the midweek. So again, it's always easiest to start at the bottom. So midweek rate, again, this first column is for our queens. So it's going to be at 74, $5 lower than our doubles here. And then our suites will be $5 higher than our kings on the weekdays. Okay. And again, we're just going to do another jump. So it'll be 79, 84. Actually, maybe this will be 89. And so on. I'm not going to fill out the rest of this just for time purposes, but you kind of get the picture. Again, every property can have their own bar structure. It's different at every property. And this is something that can be changed at any time, but it's always good to have a decent range of prices in there from 79 up to like 109 here. So, all right. Once this is completed, I hit continue. And then there'll be a rate season here, just like there is in 2018. All right. So let's just go back to the home screen here, quick links and then rate center. I'm going to show you now how to change a rates matrix, they call it, which is what we just filled out for a season that's already active. So again, usually you shouldn't have to do this, but again, if you have the market's up big year over year, you may have to increase rates, and it's just easier to do it from the rates matrix than having every day at bar one. You want to have yourself plenty of options when increasing and decreasing rates. So this is what it is in 2016. One thing to note before you do change the rates matrix is this is going to change all the rates for the remaining days in this season. So if my bar one midweek rate is at 99 for queens, I tune it to 109. Every day at bar one is going to reflect the 109 rate, no longer 99. So if we do change the rate matrix for the current year, again, keep in mind it's going to reflect for the rest of that rate season, and it can obviously change your strategy. So it does require, sometimes you have to go back and put the rates where you want them, but it really depends on the property. So again, you could basically just go in here, enter any rates. You see the different room types again. You also have options for the extra person charge, a rollaway, a crib. Normally at most choice properties, it's just pretty standard $10 for an extra person. We don't really charge for cribs or rollaways, and some properties don't offer cribs either. So once that is completed, you hit save, and that'll then reflect those rates in the active rate season. You also have the option to enter or edit rate matrices for different years. You see 2017, 2018 on there as well. So once the rate season's been edited, you can go to your bar calendar tab, you can select the month and year, and you see bar 5 is at 79, so on and so forth. So, all right. And that's it for this video. Next video, we'll talk about actually changing the rate.